right, let's start with the reminders. Mental health is important. If you're experiencing any type of mental distress or unease, seek help. Therapy can be a real game changer, and some issues just require medication to handle. I'm a pretty clear example. It's the only way I can handle my bipolar. But regardless of your situation, generally you can find professionals in your local area. We have a Wikipedia linked down below for international crises lines. If you're in the U.S., you can call or text 988. And if you are SAGA, Sexual and Gender Acceptance Community, also known as the LGBT community, you can contact the Trevor Project for discreet help if you're under the age of 25 and in the U.S. This is an 18 and up show. We don't even try to watch our language, so sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better, but no matter what, we fucking curse. You can check out our Ko-Fi, Throne, social medias, surveys, all kinds of fun stuff below. Lots of ways to support us, with or without money. And the best way is just, if you enjoy it, your friends probably will too. So let them know. So, welcome back to the Highroad of Maluviette, and thank you for joining us. This is a high fantasy 5e campaign that stands as the first of 4 20-level campaigns that we hope to play through as part of the Forgotten Deity story. Our adventurers consist of retired heroes and folk with something to prove as they travel an 1,800-mile stretch of mountain road that used to serve as a trade route between 2 countries. Their goal is to clear it out and make it accessible again. They have to contend with the standalone problems on the high road, mysterious purple crystals known as Torment Fragments, and both player and character sharing a single body. Does anyone here at the table want to try the recap, or should I just do it?
Just do it.
Okay. So last time, you were still exploring the tunnels. You had just gotten back from your trip to the Nightmare that seemed to only take about a second of time in the tunnels to it. So everyone sat down, kind of discussed it, like, this is what happened, this is what we experienced. And then Nick mentioned that they lost their connection to Dillan and felt like they needed to leave the party would be the right thing to do. So everyone had a send-off for him, some items getting handed around as mementos, drinking happened. Wrath finally got one of those alcohol buffs to last more than a few minutes.
Amen.
So we had a bit of a drunken fun time, finishing going through all the caverns and tunnels. Luckily, there wasn't anything too serious up until the end, where you encountered a mutated black dragon. It had a large torment fragment hanging out of its neck. It hit like a truck, dropped Tempest. We were able to get her back up on her feet through a collaboration of trying to partially restrain the dragon, smacking it around. You got the torment fragment removed, managed to survive, planted a hope fragment in its neck instead, and that seemed to undo what the torment fragment had done to it. In its weak and tired state, it thanked you and threatened you in a single breath, to which everyone kind of left, noticing that slimes you had passed up previously had returned to what they were prior to the torment fragment's effects, which were giant piles of shit, piss, blood, etc. Various bodily fluids. You've just gotten out of that set of tunnels, so you are back on the actual high road and the main tunnel through the mountain that it covers. You're immediately outside of it. It is still collapsed in. Twilight has just called Patches with the ring to get a ring of prestidigitation to get the poop off of her body, as she did fall in a giant pile of it while exploring. The table is yours.
So where are we at?
You are back on the actual high road, going through the tunnel, the main high road tunnel. You're just immediately outside of that subsect of tunnels you've been exploring.
Before we go any further, Pies, can I get that spell? The one with the drunk spell?
Absolutely. I'm not in a headspace to pretend to be a robot tonight.
Sorry.
All good.
We just talked about it, and I wanted to go ahead and get the drunk off.
Hey, that was a discussed thing, and Deuce is not joining us tonight. So, let me go to his spells, so I can actually mark off the spell slots, but he is going to go ahead and cast that Lesser Restoration on you to get the drunk all cleared up. It has been long enough you're past the, residual effects of drinking, so, you are fully recovered, as if you had a good night's sleep, as far as the alcohol is concerned.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Is it day or night?
You are not completely sure, seeing as you are in a tunnel system and have been for over 24 hours.
Oh, okay, so we're not out of the tunnel system.
If you had to estimate, it's probably somewhere around 6 p.m. Actually, hold on. I remember correctly, Druidcraft, which you have, actually gives you the time of day.
Yes, but I don't know if it works in a tunnel. I don't think it works in a tunnel.
You don't think it works in a tunnel?
I don't think it works in a tunnel. I think it has.
I don't think it stipulates a tunnel or not.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, just a moment.
Okay, you know more than I do. You're the DM.
Hold on. That's not even why I'm saying hold on. Da, 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 da.
I'm going to crazy. Escape forever.
Come on, computer. Okay. Are we actually live again? OBS just disconnected for no goddamn reason. Okay, maybe. You know what? I'm gonna try to test this. Throw up an image on that screen randomly and see if it pops up on the stream here in a second. Because it looks like it's trying to do it again. Wow, the Wi-Fi connection is just like tanked. Okay, we are back to being live. Sorry for that big old interruption. Yeah, okay. So our Wi-Fi is deciding to be an absolute ass right now. I do not know how well this stream is going to run, so it might not be live for half of it. Sorry to anyone who's trying to watch. It will get posted on YouTube, though. Anyways, back to what we were trying to do with the game here. Let me double check Druidcraft. Okay, it does not actually tell you the time of day. And being in a tunnel makes no difference.
So it what?
Being in a tunnel makes no difference.
It makes no difference. Okay.
Yeah, but the spell does not actually give you the time of day. But you figure it's somewhere in like late afternoon, early night right now.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I could actually predict what time it was. No, I can predict the weather. Just the weather.
Yep, just the weather.
Is there a spell to predict the time?
There's a feature or a feat rather called Keen Mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
Regardless of what time it is, I'm exhausted. I need rest before we go any further.
I think we all need.
Yeah. Y'all. The captain offers to start trying to make a meal for everyone if they want to set up the rest of camp.
Is
How's
there
the
room
party?
enough? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Is there room enough for the House of Cards in this tunnel? I don't remember how big it was.
Not at this current point, no. From the point that you last rested up to this, it's only been about like 15 foot wide, roughly. Just enough for like a carriage to get through without difficulty.
Gotcha. Well, regardless, we should still rest, and I'll start unpacking gear and bedrolls and whatever else.
Alright, the captain's gonna get to some cooking. Let's see what he decides to cook today. How about Twilight and Tempest? Helping with the setup?
Yeah, I'll help out.
Yeah.
Okay, then it doesn't take too long to get through the setup. Captain hasn't even actually gotten started cooking yet. Real quick and easy to throw out bedrolls and shit. Is there anything you all wanted to do before the sleep, though?
How far away is the dragon from us?
Hundreds and hundreds of feet at this point.
Okay.
It's through 2 entire tunnel systems.
Oh, okay. I would like to look for some treasure or some loot.
So you want to go back into the tunnel system that you just came out of to try looking for loot?
Oh, okay. So I'm kind of visualizing how this is set up. So right now we're kind of in the middle of a tunnel, right?
Yes, you're in one really long tunnel that's like 100 miles long.
Okay.
And going down the straight tunnel, there's a T intersection. That extra side to the side goes into that big tunnel system you were exploring with the slimes and oozes.
Raph will get the forge from flowers, the pocket forge.
Okay.
Set it up and start the process to melt down some of this tetrasite, just enough to do a small amount of tattoo work.
Okay.
And he'll start on his left hand, and he's going to start on that tattoo.
Which tattoo is it?
The big one. He's going to start the process of doing like the line work and stuff on his left hand for it.
Okay.
Can I be the guinea pig, please,
No.
for the tattoo?
Not for this.
No. Tempest, go ahead and roll me a d4 real quick. And Wrath, give me a dex check.
Straight dex?
Yeah, just a straight dex check.
4.
4. Okay.
17 plus 6, 23.
Awesome. So you do a good job at it. You don't make any mess ups or anything.
How badly does it hurt as I'm getting this tetrasite into my scales?
So you have that 26 AC or Constitution currently.
Constitution, yep.
Yeah, you still have that 26. Like right now, you are like Hercules levels of fucking badass. So like your actual feeling is pretty much like someone just running a paintbrush across your body. But you can tell, like, if it weren't for this magical buff you're getting from 2 different alcohols, it would hurt a bit more.
That's why I waited until this moment to start on this.
Yeah. Now, for since you can only use one hand at a time to actually do it, for every hour you choose to work on it, you will get through about 6 inches of space up your arm.
Okay.
Your arm's probably, what, like 2.5 feet long, you'd say? That's my estimate.
Something to that effect. So I'm looking at, to do a full arm,
5 hours.
for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend 5 hours doing it.
Okay. So you'll get also 5 hours towards the proficiency with painter supplies,
Sweet.
which puts you over halfway now. You're at 24.5 out of 40 hours of work on it. And we're going to go ahead and give you 2 hours towards the enchanter's tools, just because the smelting it down and everything's part of using the enchanter's tools to make sure it can be used properly. So,
Gotcha.
And Captain Flowers like gives you a little bit of suggestions and such on how to properly mix it, so it's not just like this fat ass chunk of steel and it's nice and homogeneous.
Awesome. So yeah, you all see these, and it's just line work. He's just, I mean, if it weren't for the fact that he's a dragon with dragon scales, you see him basically embedding metal into his arm to create these lines, these large magical runes going across his arm.
Okay. As Captain Flower starts cooking, about the time you guys start settling to your own stuff, you do notice he's pulling out the chunks of like pre-cooked shark meat from before. None of the crazy eldritch crap is being pulled out of his bag for this meal.
May I help? May I assist him cooking?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay,
How
go
much
ahead and
of
roll.
this Tetris? Go ahead, sorry.
How much of the
Sorry,
tetrasite?
I-
Let's see.
I have it in gold worth is the
Yeah.
measurement.
For the... Oh, actually, I need to... Easy ways to pull up my measurements table here real quick. Stupid thing reloaded. I was on the measurements before this. It just reloaded the whole app to like the title screen, basically. So you'd use about a half a pound for the arm, which would be about 100 gold pieces.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, all
Sorry.
good. Twilight, give me 2d20 roll real quick. And Tempest, feel like you said you were doing something, but I can't remember if you did or not.
No.
Anything plus?
No, just the 2d20. I don't know why, but this PNG tuber app refuses to change your name to Wrath from Shosendo, by the way. You have been Shosendo for like 3 weeks now.
I am Shosendo.
Alright, and that would make the higher one a 13. So with a 15, he cooks a fairly decent meal. I shouldn't say fairly decent. It's above average for being out on the road, at least. This is like something you would get at a pretty basic inn for a meal. Nothing fancy. A little bit of spices, so it's not just fishy flavor.
Can I pull something out of the snack bag to do this?
The snack bag has already been pulled out of for everyone, I believe. No. It hasn't been pulled out of since the last sleep. So that's up to Tempest if she lets you use the snack bag.
Wait, I think I did mine. I think I used my snack.
I don't think
I'm not
anyone
sure.
has since we woke up. So. Yeah, Tempest, you want to let her take out of the snack bag?
As much as I'm going to resist, yeah, she can.
Thank you.
Tempest is just done with this place. She wants the air, the fresh air.
She wants to see the moon. You're becoming wistful for it. A new feeling.
Does my
Easy there.
does
Don't tell
my
her.
shield, the one that makes the happy face and Halloween stuff, does it provide a moon? Can it like make a moon out of itself? This is
No.
a Halloween thing.
No, it cannot. It's a
Are you
pumpkin.
crazy? Are you trying to kill the party?
We can create artificial moons, Kakarot.
Oh no.
She's
No.
literally
Please, let's
trying
keep our
to-
clothes on.
She's trying to kill me or the party.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you can't
gonna
do
give you
that.
the moon.
Yeah, you all are able to just kind of sit around, rest.
I pull out some mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh, you pulled out mashed potatoes and gravy from the snack bag?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
that makes a good addition to the shark. Yeah, you all are able to get your good rest in. You do end up staying up, all of you, about like 5-6 hours before you even begin the sleep process.
Hmm.
But you kind of wake up the next day and you're feeling all right.
I'm getting high. Before I go to bed.
All right. Go ahead and
Sounds
roll a
like
Constitution
consistency.
save.
Huh?
Tempest,
Joking.
Twilight, both of you go ahead and... Well, not Tempest. Maya and Twilight roll Constitution saves.
You're an ass.
It sounds like Maya is making one of those.
What the heck?
Joke's on you. Constitution's my good one.
Ooh.
13.
13.
So did I get the? Oh, okay. I don't know where I got that.
You ended up getting a nat 1, Twilight, so go ahead and
Oh,
re-roll
whatever.
that for Halfling Luck.
Jesus.
9. You still have 1 point of luck. If you
Nah.
want to re-roll that.
No, I'll just take 9.
Okay. Give me a D10 and a D4.
So 1d10.
Yep.
Plus 4 or just?
1 D10 and 1 D4.
I don't know how to type that in the chat.
1 D10 plus 1 D4.
Okay. No.
You don't have to use roll multiple times. It's just roll
Okay,
1 D10 plus 1 D4. Okay. So for the next 5 hours, you are absolutely smashed. Between the alcohol still slightly in your system and that, you pass out hard.
Is there a rock near me?
A rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few rocks from that wall that got smashed in for that extra tunnel system.
So I kind of just, so what I do is I just kind of lay, not like hurt myself, but I kind of like make a big thud a little bit. And I just slam my whole body into a rock.
Sleeping on the rocks instead of her bedroll. Yeah, that's how intoxicated she was going to bed.
And there's drool coming out of my mouth.
Captain, you have arrived.
Sure.
Welcome.
I found my way
everything.
back out of where I was lost. It was scary, and you could buy chips
I
for
was
$5, but you didn't have any money in your pockets. It's terrible.
This is confusing, given that he just finished cooking up 6 pounds of shark meat.
Where was I? What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I was cooking up shark meat.
Yes, so
Let's do
we
it.
are
Lost in the
all
back.
doing the whole preparing for bed stuff, Captain. You spent time
Sure.
cooking for everybody, but there's a few hours if there's anything you wanted to do before the sleep.
Sure.
I currently have your pocket forge in use, and I apologize.
The pocket forge. I suppose it's fine.
He's smelting down tetracite, making that magic ink for his tattoo.
I suppose I should be writing some things down. Make a journal of sorts. Gotta be remembering these things. And smoking.
And smoke.
That's what I'd be doing.
Alrighty then. So you hang around, you have a good night, everyone wakes up the next day, you're all fully rested. Twilight, you feel like you got a little bit of a hangover though. Some serious dry mouth.
My constitution's down to 24 now.
So when I can change out my alchemy drug, right?
Yeah. You could also just good berry and provide nourishment for the whole day. It basically just sets you to being full and hydrated, no matter how under you are.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Well, I'll just do a good berry and I'll change out my alchemy drug.
Well, the thing is, you use the alchemy drug and it just automatically fills it that. It's not really a matter of changing
Oh.
it.
Okay, so I can actually say it's water in it instead of coffee?
Well, you either drank all the coffee that was in there, or there's still coffee. But if you just water, and now it would have water instead.
Okay. I thought it like kind of refiltered itself, kind of
No.
like the snack bag. Okay.
When you say whatever it is, it produces the entire amount right then, and then you cannot use it again until the next day.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are all rested up and ready for the day.
So I can drink like of the coffee, right? And then
Yeah.
it will refill itself?
Well, it's not gonna. It
That's
does
not
not refill itself.
Oh.
When you said coffee, it produced all the coffee right then and there. So you either drink it all, or it's just sitting in there. And if you use it again,
drink
it
it all.
erases whatever was made before.
Drink a
Okay.
gallon of coffee.
I'll drink a gallon of
Yeah,
coffee.
you probably had about a half a gallon of coffee left. So, yes, you can just be working on that then. And you all are back on the road to get going.
While
About
we're still in the tunnel.
Yes, while you're still in the tunnel, trying to get to the end of it. Shortly after you start, about like an hour in, the roaring you had heard when you first entered these tunnels nearly 2 days ago, you hear it echoing down the tunnel again. You can tell you're a lot closer to it than you were before, though. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the tunnel behind you, where the black dragon was, though. It sounds like it's up ahead.
And here I thought we had taken care of this.
You can go fly down there and see what's going on.
You can't, though. Can you fly at level 6?
Yeah, I have wings.
Yeah, she has actual
Oh, you.
wings.
Yeah, I forget about that. Yeah, I'm thinking of your transformation. You're right.
By all means,
Did you
fly.
see them? I wanted them to be colorful, so they're bright and so they're,
You have bright,
I can fly
translucent white wings. Yeah, you could fly
You wanna
ahead of
go fly down
everyone
there?
to scout it out. Everyone, it's up to you if you want to stay behind or not. I mean, she flies at the same speed everyone walks. She walks at the same speed she flies, so...
I'm going to continue walking.
Sure.
So
that we're all
She can dash. I'm not dashing.
yeah, I mean, Twilight, you can essentially run while you fly to go faster than everyone else. But you can only do that for so long before you get tired.
right. Well, if everybody just wants to walk it, let's just walk it. And I'll just turn on the dragon symbol thingy.
Turn on the dragon lantern.
Yeah.
Good call.
Worth having turned on. So the roaring echoes for about 30 minutes. It doesn't sound like it was like continuous roaring. It just sounds like the echo kept going because of how tight the tunnel is compared to how loud this roar must have been. Over that next half an hour journeying, though, you don't find any tunnels or any signs of a creature like this. And as you keep going, you travel for about another 2 hours after that, when you finally come to a large caved-in section. Cave-in might not be the right term. It looks more like it was a manufactured addition, but it wasn't cleanly and professionally done.
And so basically, are we kind of like at a...
You're at like another T intersection like that other one. This time, instead of being on the right, it's on the left. And it's just this large circular tunnel, about 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall. It doesn't look like it was professionally done. There's no like barricades holding it up. This clearly was not a part of the high road that was made. something else made this tunnel. But it also doesn't look like it's a cave-in. There's not a bunch of rubble laying around like the other one.
Let's go because I can actually mold earth.
Well, it's open.
So
Does it? Is this a round tunnel?
Yes, it is.
I think we collapse this and move on.
Hey,
That we were talking about worms before, purple worms, right?
Hmm,
What if this is one of them?
I don't know if I want to do that. Because I mean, what if there's something down here that needs help and stuff?
I don't
I
know
say
that we
cave it
can
in.
help this.
It's their loss, let them die.
You guys always want to kill things.
As
Well,
you're
no,
kind of
that's what
standing
I'm
there,
trying to avoid here.
yeah, as you're kind of standing there talking, like you can see, unlike these other purple worm tunnels where there's been little scraps of like purple flesh, this one seems to be a very clean tunnel. Like there's not dust, there's not scraps of purple skin, there's no type of slime, ooze. It's just like this very clean circular tunnel.
Damn, this ring must really, really work. It cleans everything, even tunnels. Shit. I like.
So maybe not a purple worm.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go on an adventure.
You
We're already
hear
on
another
adventure.
roar begin to echo from further down this tunnel.
Can we tell how far the originator is?
You can't tell exactly how far, but it's not echoing the same way it was before. Like it's not like it's come down a massive distance. So you guess maybe a quarter mile, half a mile down the tunnel. It does look to be a very straight tunnel for as far as you can see.
Are we going down here?
Yes.
here.
You guys go with it?
Kind of reach over on my shoulder, and I take the pseudo dragon and I kind of hold him, look at him. I'm not sure you should follow us in here. This seems very, very dangerous. You should maybe wait here. Hide if anything comes by. I'm saying all of this in Draconic.
All right. He kind of crawls down your body, and moves over to the side, and crawls over like you, Twilight, and kind of like starts trying to pull the cat out of the harness. Not like he's trying to eat it, but like it's like, hey, if it's not safe for me, it's not safe for this cat.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We'll be back. Just stay hidden. Whenever we get back, let us know if you saw anything pass.
Would you like me to stay here just in case?
No,
I
we
can
need
cast
you.
invisibility after all.
No, we need you.
I think that at some point in your life you might need to make a choice, Hermit. Maybe this is it. And Wrath turns and starts walking away.
Oh, that was harsh. That was harsh.
That was
It wasn't.
that is
meant to be.
tough love, though. That is the right kind of tough love, I think. Yeah, is everyone else just gonna start walking down the tunnel? Is the hermit's
Oh,
just
there
kind of sitting there
must be rocks.
contemplating? Do what,
Is there
Twilight?
any rocks nearby?
No,
Is there any rocks nearby?
no, there aren't.
I'm going to follow the group if
Um,
they are all going down there. Keyword on follow.
All right. Pius is following down Wrath as well. How about Flowers?
Hey, me come in as well.
All right. It just leaves you, Twilight.
So
You've seen everyone else
I
walking
don't
in.
really- right. I just don't feel comfortable leaving the bird and the cat in plain sight when
You have
there's
a
no
The pseudo dragon.
dragon.
What do I roll
lizard
for
bird.
grabbing her?
Do what?
Grapple
What do I
check.
roll
athletics?
for grapple check?
Athletics. Athletics. And Twilight, you
Okay.
roll athletics or acrobatics, your choice,
For what?
to avoid being grabbed.
You're currently being grabbed.
A fucking Christ,
Am I liking it?
13.
Hmm.
28.
Okay, and that was an athletics check, because I remember your athletics is proficient. So you go to like try to grab her, Tempest, and she just basically grabs your hand, pulls it off, and like pushes it back towards you.
Alright, guys, scrap it. We're not doing any side thing if she's not going to be leading.
Just wait. I'm coming along. I just don't feel comfortable leaving the pseudo dragon and the cat in plain sight.
How about Mechagodzilla? It could stay and help protect them.
Is it too big, small? Is the house of cards okay to use?
No, there's not enough space for that. The House of Cards also wouldn't necessarily protect them. It would be a sign that there's something in there. So if something came through, the House of Cards would just make it do something instead of block canvas. They're small. They can potentially just hide.
Okay.
So Twilight, are you moving
Yeah,
on?
I'm going in.
Okay, Captain
Yeah,
Flowers
I'm
is
going
Mecha Gojira staying behind.
I would
Maybe.
like him to.
Okay, so Mecha Gojira is staying behind. And it doesn't take long after you've all started going down the tunnels. The Hermit kind of quickly and surprisingly quietly runs up and kind of catches up to all of you. The tunnel just continues. It's straight. You're walking for close to 15 minutes or so, kind of taking your time, making sure that you're not echoing down the chambers with your steps, before you come up to a large
What's the
cavern.
dragon lantern doing?
Nothing. Well, nothing besides providing light. As you enter the cavern and you're kind of right here at the edge, the dragon lantern still isn't showing any signs of a dragon, but there is a hole up in the ceiling. This one's significantly larger than the caverns you were seeing in the other one. This cavern is about 200 feet wide, and from the side you're on to the other side goes for about 100 feet as well. The hole in the ceiling seems to be about 30 feet across at its longest point, about 20 at its shortest. And you can see underneath the light, there is a very large, draconic-looking creature that's not triggering the Lantern of Dragon tracking.
Just as a note, whenever the Hermit ran to catch up, I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
Wrath does give him a kind of a look and a nod, a firm nod, and then continues.
Okay.
What do we want to do about this thing?
It is
You mean
curled
the hole?
up like a cat laying down and sleeping. And
No,
It-
the large creature below it.
Err.
Who just
So is the large thing underneath us?
the large dragon-looking creature in the center of the room. It seems to be, even with it curled up, kind of like a cat sleeping, it looks like it's about 20 feet wide while curled up. And you can see its tail ends in like a long stinger.
Wrath gestures to it and gives Twilight, sorry, all these character names, like a stern look, like that.
What about that?
He facepalms.
just throw her in.
I look over and kind of try and study the anatomy, sorry, words, of this thing. Does it ring any bells what this would be? If it's not lighting up the dragon lantern?
Roll an Arcana check. You would know well enough dragons tend to fall into the magical category of things.
11.
11. The best you can think, like, you can't think of a specific creature that would get this big, but it seems to be really similar to a pseudo-dragon. It's got the wings, 4 legs, its tail comes to, like, a stinger point, very similar to a pseudo-dragon, but you can't readily think of
Oh
any
my God.
larger dragon creatures that actually have that anatomy.
It's the mother.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would it carve these tunnels so perfectly?
Err.
I thought
It doesn't
was a
look
ring.
like something that needs to live.
You mean to tell me that my ring is not the one that's cleaning up everything?
Twilight, we have limited time, and I need you to be serious right now.
Sorry. Yes, sir.
What are we doing here?
So as you're
Well, I
looking
think I'll go
over
read
it,
it.
though, let me give you a few more details that you would have noticed while trying to look it over. Its scales seem to be almost slightly like pressed apart. You can actually kind of see in the gaps, and its skin seems to be hardened into a much sterner material than typical skin. In addition to that, it also seems to be like its entire body just has a slight purple tint to it.
Um,
And it also has spikes across its entire body, almost like a type of armored shell you'd see on some dinosaurs.
I do have the ability to talk to beasts. Does that mean it's like a certain type of beast, like a dragon, or
Beast
This
means
doesn't
animal.
look natural.
Yeah, beasts are things like dogs, cats, wolves, birds.
okay? I'm gonna turn into a little ant, and I'm gonna see if there's a torment fragment that that's a part of its body, like seeing if it got into a torment fragment. Does that
Like,
make sense?
are you trying to crawl on it or quietly walk around it as an ant?
Just kind of investigate it as an ant, so it really can't feel anything, but I want to see. You know what? Maybe a spider, because a spider can actually see better than an ant. So let's do a spider.
Okay, so crawling on it or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole I'm investigating the whole shebang. So yeah, crawling on it, crawling under it, just looking for that, just looking to see if there's a torment fragment, anywhere on its body.
Roll an athletics check for me.
Seeing her transform and immediately bolt towards this thing as an insect, Wrath is going to start circling around the room as quietly as he can to get it away from other people.
Okay. All right. Twilight, you turn into an ant and you start to go, and the hermit kind of manages to quickly scoop you up and just whispers to you, "Don't touch it. I have a bad feeling. Stay off of it." And he sets you back down.
Oh, crisis averted.
As you kind of make your way around the side, and Twilight, you too, if you're still going to go and try to go around it, you do see on the other side of it, where you couldn't see before because it was in your line of sight, there is a pile of coins, about 5 foot at the base, this cone shape, about 5 feet high. It seems to be mostly copper, but you see some silver, some gold. You do take note of a plat piece while looking it over, and there's also a few gemstones in this pile as well. There's also another cavern. It's about the same size, but this one doesn't look clean like the other one. This one has some rocks scattered and debris, and you can also see the purple worm skin on this tunnel.
I have an idea. I can actually, I don't know if this is going to work, but I can actually put us all in that one tunnel that doesn't look very well, and either distract the dragon, and when it runs to you guys, it will knock himself out against the wall. And then we can grab the loot, and then let's get the hell out of here.
Have we taken note of any kind of torment fragment or anything like that?
No. At the moment, you haven't seen any glowing purple or torment fragment. Now that you're on the other side and can kind of see the head of the creature, it looks draconic. And Wrath, you finally actually realize what this is. This is a wyvern. Normally, they're only 10 foot across. This thing is unbelievably massive for what it is. But it's got its eyes closed like it's sleeping, and you can tell that the way its eyelids droop in, that it has no eyes on the other side of its eyelids. That's what they're called.
So it's blind, essentially?
Essentially. Unless there's
Physically.
some foul play at work.
Right.
So, Raph, you know what this is?
Oh, ant. Or a spider. Well, were you a spider?
No, I kind of said you told me to get out of there.
Well, it tells you not to crawl on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Perhaps is lost in thought right now.
Captain
Please, someone do something.
Tempest, the two of you have seen the spider crawling off and around. You saw a show go around. You haven't heard anything from them. I mean, they probably wouldn't want to shout across a sleeping creature anyways. So what are the two of you doing?
Imploding.
Imploding. Tempest is imploding.
Oh,
It's a situation of wait, wanting to go, can't attack, but just doesn't want to sit around. Tempest is losing it. My gut is losing it.
is there stalagmites or stalactites up on top? I keep forgetting which one's which.
No, there are no stalagmites or stalactites in here. You can see kind of the rubble and debris. Like, it looks like there were, but they've been knocked down. Likely from this wyvern's movement. Or, just to give you the actual name of it, so we can talk about it properly. The Torment Wyvern.
The torment wyvern. Of course, I'm gonna get eaten. Okay.
It does not have a swallow ability.
I don't trust you.
Easy way to remember is T-top, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Mm. Captain Flowers is going to slowly start approaching it from the back.
Okay, so the back is the side you came in on.
And he's going to start going towards the front of the dragon with a rope in hand.
Okay, I want you to roll a stealth check, because you're getting close to it.
21.
21? Alright. It doesn't seem to move as you're doing this, or react.
Slow and steady. And then I can eat you.
So yeah, Wrath, Twilight, you can see Captain Flowers coming around with a rope, preparing to saddle this thing.
So I'm still a spider, right?
Yes, you are still a spider.
I can actually spin a web, kind of above it, kind of like on the ceiling, and like kind of make a net out of it.
As a little spider, that would probably take you hours upon hours to spin one big enough for this thing. Think of this thing as being the size of a car. 2 cars side by side. That's how big this thing is.
I guess I'll turn him back into a human.
Captain, as you're getting close to the front, the hermit taps you on the shoulder and whispers to you, "Don't touch it."
I'm not going to touch it. Yet.
What's the ceiling looking like?
The ceiling to a cavern with that large hole that leads out. As you've gone around and gotten closer too, you notice that the hole going through, it is like a solid like 20 feet wide, but it looks like it goes for a good like 400 feet before it actually exits the rock.
Wrath reaches over and just clasps his own arm, kind of feeling the tetracyte he's now embedded into his scales. And he's just going to offer a silent prayer. Risha, I don't know what to do.
Roll a religion check for me.
Hi. Religion. I don't think I'm very... Oh, I'm proficient in it, actually. I forgot about that. Still bad. 12.
The DC was only 11, so you're good. Not to say this is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. As you're giving the prayer, you can kind of start to feel the energies in the room. And the dragon and the pile of coins both seem to be exuding a very negative energy. The same one you've been feeling from the Torment Fragments this entire journey. The pile of coins seems to have a much denser amount of this energy, though.
I'm gonna use detect magic and see if the dragon is full of just magic or if it's not full of, animal.
Okay, you cast it, and you can feel it. It does have life energy and the such, in line with most living creatures. It doesn't feel like it's an undead or a demon or an angel. but it does feel very off, all the same. As if its energy is just inherently evil.
Here.
I'm thinking it's a torment fragment. It's gotta be. It has to have a torment fragment.
If you move back over to Wrath to actually like whisper this to him, you've still got detect magic on. You detect the exact same energy you have every time that you have felt a torment fragment, coming from this pile of coins and jewels.
Is it so I'm sensing the same as if it was a torment fragment, the same energy?
Yeah, that magical signature seems to be coming from this pile of coins.
Hey, Raph, I'm sensing that there is a torment fragment in this room. How severe this energy is. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm feeling it.
Wrath lifts his left hand kind of to his chest area and places it there for a second. I'm afraid we're not going to have a choice.
Stop playing the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Come on now. This is serious. You told me to get serious.
Are you done? I don't
you're the
think
one-
we're going. I don't think we're going to have a choice here. You might want to step away from me for this. And Wrath is going to prepare to use his staff for whenever Flowers does his thing.
You are just wanting to kill everything, aren't you?
Okay. Captain, what are you going to do? It's been suggested not to touch this thing. Are you still going to rope it? You do see Wrath preparing to attack.
Is Wrath the only one that I see kind of preparing to attack?
Yes, at the moment, yes. Twilight is right there. You don't see Pius, who's over on the other side with Tempest, and the Hermit's kind of halfway around the Wyvern towards the side you guys are on. Like halfway in between the
I
two
want
sides.
to ask the Hermit something really quick before we even think about violence.
Okay. You motion him over, he comes over.
You
Yes.
said don't touch it. You said don't touch it. But we never asked why. What do you know about this thing that we don't?
Nothing, I just have a really bad feeling.
Well, we all have a bad feeling. So, what do you think we should do? Should we leave? Or should we just... I think maybe we should just leave it alone and just kind of walk out.
Your idea initially.
The Hermit just kind of shrugs and is like, we can't leave it be, but we also might not be able to kill it.
Okay, Captain Flowers doubles up on the rope and he makes a lasso.
Okay.
I'll give Captain Flowers my rope too.
No, he doesn't need that much.
Well, you don't want me to see
My rope of mending.
I mean, you don't need, 100 foot of rope for this thing. 50 is a lot of rope.
Well, I mean, just in case of his breaks, we have line.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd rather use the rope of mending because it can be repaired.
Sure call. I'll give you my rope of mending.
Sure. Let's do it, just in case.
There you go.
Alrighty, if you're going to lasso it, give me... Would it be athletics or acrobatics for lassoing?
May I assist him with this?
Not really. Lassoing's not something you can really have multiple people's hands in. I can't think. I don't know enough about lassoing. Would it be more of a strength-based thing, or would it be more strength or like dexterity? More about like control.
It's equal points, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd consider it a grapple, so athletics.
So just a general? Yeah, okay. Then athletics. Give me an athletics, Captain.
Nat 20, bitch. That gives me 30.
Nat 20 for a total 30.
30.
All right. The moment you get the lasso around, you pull it and get it on there tight. This thing just stands up. Once it's up on all fours at full height, you notice it's about 15 foot tall on all fours. And it lets out a roar that echoes dramatically and loudly off of everything. So everyone give me a Constitution save real quick.
Do we see a torment fragment in the room?
No.
Ooh. 29.
Awesome,
16.
awesome. 16?
I want to reroll. May I?
Yeah,
luck?
you do have 3 lucky points currently.
Well, hey, I get to reroll again. Or do I get to reroll again since it wasn't that one?
Yes, you get to reroll the nat 1 because of halfling luck.
16. I'll
16.
take it.
So the DC is 16, and you got to beat that DC. Tempest got a 21. Captain, what about you?
16.
16? Okay, Hermit. Hermit is good. Pius. Pius, what is your save bonus? I don't think it's 11 or higher. Oh, you know something I realized by raw looking over random things in on Reddit? You can just silvery barbs any save. It doesn't have to be an enemy, and it could be a fail. It doesn't have to be a pass. Just a random thought there. You could actually
No,
use
you're
silvery
right.
barbs.
But the wording in it says they take the lowest roll.
Gotcha. Okay, it might be an errata from what was being discussed then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
That
not
makes a
wrong. I can
difference.
use it on those, but it says take the lowest roll, so I don't know if people want me to do that.
I'm gonna
Can
make
I
you
do it?
fail. No, you don't
Yeah.
have silvery barbs. Pius fails, and Twilight and Captain, you all fail. You are deafened for the next minute. You can't hear anything.
I think I have a spell that allows me. Let's see. I think I have a spell that reduces that.
Yes, you could use Lesser Restoration, second level
May I?
spell. We are in turn order basically at this point. We will do this group though. It's enemy and then you guys. Well, you guys then enemy. He just had his turn. So Twilight, if you want to burn your action on that, go for it.
So I'm deafened for an hour if I don't use it, right?
1 minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't use it.
Yeah, just in general, it's your guys' turn to collaborate or do individual things. This dragon has stood up and its aura is intimidating.
Since it stood up and kind of shifted the pile it was laying next to her on, do we see any kind of purple glow coming from there?
Okay, misunderstanding here. The pile was behind him. He was not on it. There's about 10 feet between him and the
okay.
pile of coins and gems.
Gotcha.
I'm going over to the pile.
You are next to the pile already.
I'm gonna start picking as much treasure up as I possibly.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna try picking up all the treasure and put it in my bag holding as much as I can.
Roll a percent for me. A D100.
1d100.
Yes, 1D100.
86.
86. You scoop up a rather large portion of this pile. And as it's all shifting and such and sliding into the bag, Wrath, you see from the other side a purple glow coming from the pile.
Coming
Okay.
from where?
The pile. Twilight, you do not see that purple glow as you're doing this.
And how far away from it am I?
You're basically adjacent to it.
Was it my action to perceive this?
No, that's you just noticed it because you're already kind of paying attention to it and the Torment Wyvern.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over and just open my bag of holding and just scoop the purple glow in. Like,
Okay,
don't care how much other shit I get with it, I just want that glow.
you're aiming for it, so go ahead and roll 2D100 and give me the lower.
Okay. So. Whoa.
I saw it first. This is
A 16 is the lower.
Okay. You saw nothing first, Twilight, seeing as you did not see it.
No, I mean, like, I'm thinking.
She's
Like,
talking about the pile. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I say I saw it first. What are you doing?
that's a weird
Wrath
thing to
just
say
smells.
as something just stood up and is getting ready to eat you.
Captain Virus got it. He's good. He's great. You got this, right?
That is the actions for Wrath and Twilight. But you do have your movement bonus action still of your turn. And you guys have managed to scoop up about half this pile. Wrath, you got it hands down. You just didn't manage to catch too much else in the process.
Works for me. I'm going to move away from anyone else
Yeah.
and use Quicken Spell, so 2 sorcery points, and cast False Life at 3rd level.
All right. Get over to your health pool on the tracker.
18 temp HP. I rolled a 4.
All right. 1810. Okay, Captain. You still have your action and bonus action. Tempest, you still have all your actions as well.
Going to, because I specifically got around its neck, so I'm going to tighten up the lasso and try to crawl up on the back.
Okay.
Wings be damned, I lick the things.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics for trying to climb this thing.
Come on, give me another. Ooh, 22.
22. You do manage to keep your balance up this thing, but the way it shifts and moves, you can feel the power in this creature's muscles.
I don't know if anyone's seeing, but right now, Captain Flowers is grinning like a maniac.
Do you want
His
help?
eyes are just bright and shiny. He feels alive, even though he can't really hear right now.
Okay.
I go up and help him.
So that's your action and your movement. You're gonna help him what? Do what he already did?
I'm gonna kind of help him. I see that he's struggling, so I'm gonna try to keep it so he's not so struggling.
I mean, he made it up. It only took him like 3 seconds. By the time you get to him, he's up.
He's just smiling and laughing like a maniac.
I just want to try to get behind it.
You
Focus on the
are
tail.
behind it. You started behind
Oh,
it. You never
that
moved
makes that
from
easy.
behind it.
Yeah, Tempest.
Cool. I'm out of the loop right now. Okay.
I have no loop.
Shit. So we're like, okay, we're full blown fighting this thing, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm
Then-
going for the tail. Fuck it.
You're going to try to attack the tail. Go for it.
Yes, because if we can cut that thing off, that's a benefit.
He didn't do anything to us.
You have sensed nothing but pure malice and evil from this thing, even without magic. I feel like you don't need much more justification than it causing your ears to bleed out.
What the hell? My ears are bleeding.
16. Roll your damage.
Yay. What damage? It is a 2d6 plus 7, right? Yeah. No, that's not it. It's, let me check real quick. I would never remember this.
What is it, a quarterstaff? I think it's...
It's a scythe.
Oh, the scythe.
I just gotta remember where to look, because I forget every week what it is.
2d6 plus... It's plus 5 if you're using the one with the rifle. It's plus 7 if you're using the...
I put that 2d6, but it didn't feel right.
Let your instincts guide you.
Luke, use the force, Luke.
Go to dig up and run.
So
He's a 14.
you lay your scythe into it pretty easily, and you get a solid attack. You can see it like slash through cleanly. But it seems to be nothing as far as this creature is concerned. It doesn't even seem
Cool.
to notice that you just left a giant gash in its tail.
Neat. This thing is useless. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I'm just like in a safe-ish position and not get thwonked in the head before ending.
You did have to use, about actually pretty much full 40 movement to get up to it to make that attack from behind. You could use your bonus action and a key point if you want to try to move away.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do that. Make it safe.
Okay.
Until the attack of opportunity.
It does not take one. It is more focused on the other side still, from Captain Flowers and the two that it saw. It is, however, taking a legendary action.
It has legendary actions. Of course, it has legendary actions.
Yes.
Oh no.
It is taking a legendary action to use Detect. It is just making a perception roll as a legendary. And it's got a 20, so it manages to kind of get its bearings on who all's here, where they are, and the fact that its loot has been pillaged slightly. But for Wrath and Twilight, because even with how you moved Wrath, you're still able to kind of see its face, that's when its eyes finally shoot open, and they are hollow, nothing but purple light.
Okay,
Yay.
What's going on up there?
I'm gonna turn into a warhorse.
You're gonna use your bonus action to turn into a warhorse. Okay.
Yeah.
It is going to take a secondary legendary action as a second full turn worth of stuff has been completed. And it is going to do a wing attack. Wrath, you do not have to make the save. But Twilight, Captain Flowers, and Tempest, the three of you need to make the save as well as the Hermit.
Scree, what is it?
Dexterity save.
Scree, that's average.
Yay!
Oh, not 20. 25.
5,
Dirty
all right. Captain,
Please
for
don't
you,
have
it
to
was
know.
just a matter of staying on its back as it did this. God, I keep missing the second L in roll. 1d20. Wait. The Hermit literally can't fail this save. Why am I rolling that?
Why are you
Tempest
rolling?
got a 20, and Twilight, you got a 19. Come on, stat block. Pull up. Everybody passes the save. So you are
Yay.
not knocked prone. And you do not take the damage. But Captain, you are going for a ride.
Yeah!
As it uses its wing attack, so it just flaps its wings, and the burst of air goes and almost knocks down Tempest, Twilight, the Hermit, but you all keep yourselves standing from it. And it uses that momentum to lunge towards Wrath. With a almost blinding speed, in fact.
Oh.
Let's go.
We turn around to its turn. And it is going to try to bite Wrath.
Here we go.
It only got an 18.
I don't even need to use anything.
No, you do not. Then it is going to attempt to swing at you with a claw. $23.
I will use shield.
All right.
With that spoken.
That would be the Torment Dragon's turn. It is back to all of you.
I'm gonna hit it with my hooves.
I'm going to hit it with your hooves. Roll
So
to
it
hit.
says, if a horse moves at least, I'm sure you know it. So 20 feet straight forward. So I'm going straight forward, and I'm going to hit it with my hooves.
Okay. Roll to hit. I should
Sorry, I
probably
gotta
pull
get
up the horse stats just so I can actually look at them. Since your strength score does change when you turn into a horse.
Yeah, I didn't.
So go ahead and just roll the d20 for now.
One. I think it's +6. Let me look.
Just roll d20. Just roll the
Okay.
d20 for the moment. Okay, so you have a +7 on that d20 for 23. Okay. Why is it not showing damage? I'm on D&D Beyond. Why? Oh, there it is. Because they broke down the stat block. They changed how the stat blocks work since last time I actually properly looked at it. Okay. Cool
All the
update. I like the way it
2024
works. Yeah. I like it. It was a good way to break it down, but I just didn't realize. Okay, that is 2d6 plus 4, Twilight, for the damage.
What about the success on the D14? What does that mean?
It's a saving throw. It's a DC he has to roll against.
Oh, okay. It's 2d4.
2d6 plus 4. Okay, 9 damage. What kind of save is he making? It is a strength save. He passes it cleanly. Yeah, you like boot into this thing with your hooves, smacking it not as hard as you would have hoped, but it just doesn't seem to really care. This thing seems to be built like a brick wall.
I'm gonna kind of move back and kind of so on my next turn I can you know, hopefully I can get a better hit on my next. So I'm gonna move back, kind of like ram him on my next turn.
You
Does that
can
make sense?
move back a whole 5 feet currently because of the amount of movement you had to take to get to him.
Okay.
And that's actually still in his threat range, so he doesn't get an opportunity attack. Everybody else?
I imagine Wrath is like holding the jaws with his staff in hand from the bite attack that didn't hit,
All right.
and he's going to activate Blade Song and kind of whip the staff to the side to avoid getting bit further and smack the dragon over, or attempt to smack the dragon over the head.
Okay.
Wait.
Hey, you closed. Why, Tracker? Why did you close on me?
Is it technically flanking because Captain Flowers is on his back?
You know what? Oh,
Me
yeah,
at
I'll
the
give you
table?
flanking. I hadn't thought about that on Tempest's turn, but yes, I call it flanking since the captain is on his back.
In that case, it is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
It
Guys, I'll be
is-
right back. Okay.
Okay. 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need him to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
As a crack of thunder is let off while I hit him.
Constitution save +8.
8?
He has a +8. He got 16.
Okay. Oh, 16! So he is stunned until the end of my next turn.
So you hit him, and you notice he kind of like his head kind of reels back, and then he just shakes it and stares you down, shrugging it off.
Oh, was that
Legendary
a legendary
resistance.
Okay. That's what I was testing. Okay. Well, that's my action, bonus action, and I'll stand my ground at that point.
It is going to go ahead and use a legendary action to kind of turn try to hit you with its stinger.
Okay.
Uh, 23 again.
So, because, well, no. Nope, that only brings me to a 22. I'll use shield once again.
Okay.
Shield again. There it is.
Captain, what are you doing up there? Your having it lasso doesn't seem to actually be doing crap in controlling this thing. Oh, wait, we lost Captain completely. What the fuck?
Yeah, we do. Roll.
Captain? Let me try to ping him. Tempest, that is you're pretty much the only one left with actions here.
Oh god, okay.
For this turn at least.
I mean, I'll continue what I'm doing here. I'll take the opportunity to remove this thing. I'm gonna find benefit in this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep going for that tail as long as no one gets fully eaten.
Alright.
Damn. What the fuck are my rolls tonight? It's a 12.
That does not make successful contact.
Of
Between its
course
tail
not.
swinging around trying to hit Wrath and coming back, you just didn't get a good shot on it.
This fucking thing. Alright, that's all I got. I'm gonna remove it though. You'll see.
Captain is going to try to just hold then for his turn since he poofed. Pius is going to attempt to toll the dead, which is a wisdom save if I remember correctly. It successfully passes. And then the Hermit is going to try to hit this thing with a lightning bolt. It fails, so it's going to burn a legendary resistance on that. And the Hermit is doing it at 7th level, because he knows how to tap into the power, but not the spells. Let's see, it starts at... What does Lightning Bolt start at again? 6d8? Or
I'm
8d6?
not sure. I think it's 8d6. My staff does, I'm pretty sure, base level, and it is 96. Maybe not base level then.
Yeah, that's not base level. 8d6. So it'd be 8d6 plus 4 more is 12d6. For 42. As it finishes getting its bearings here, it's taking its last legendary action before its turn actually rolls over. That would be a dex save for everybody again. Well, everybody here at the table currently.
A deck save, you said?
Yes. Captain first. Second. I can't fail. What am I thinking?
Ah. 9.
18.
18? Okay. 19 is a pass. Twilight, we need a dexterity save out of you. Oh, she had to step away. So I'll roll hers too. Dang, maybe we should have just played GTA tonight.
I'm back.
Oh, just in time to roll a dexterity save. Tempest.
1d.
Dexterity
Ouch.
save. Tempest, with your fail, you take 26 bludgeoning damage as you are knocked on your ass.
Hell yeah. How much again?
26.
Ugh, math.
36 is what you should
36.
get. Twilight, you pass. Captain Flowers is thrown from the back of this torment wyvern landing near you, Tempest. As Captain takes 26 damage from his fail as well. Well, split in half, his autoplate powers down, and he only takes 13 to his actual health.
There he is.
Captain, you're back!
Grr.
What happened?
I was teleported and then I came back.
Okay. It must have been because you got thrown off the wyvern before we realized it. Gotcha.
Gotcha, yes.
I mean, smacking your head in the ground could feel like teleportation. You know, concussion doesn't feel good.
Grr.
Yes, you were just thrown from the back of this thing from a legendary action as it moves to its turn, where it is going to continue to go for Wrath with a bite attack currently.
Bring it on!
Natural 1. It goes to bite you and just kind of forgets to open its mouth wide enough. So it just kind of like hits you with its nose real quick.
Hold it back. Staff.
Tempest, you are getting a stinger attack on you for 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Make a constitution save, and you also take 25 piercing damage.
25. And you said Constitution?
Yes. 16 DC.
17.
You pass. So you only take half as much damage from that, which is another 12.
I have 11.
You are unconscious. And all of you notice...
I got thlumped in the head.
I forgot to roll something that was supposed to start its turn. It gets 1 D10 regeneration at the start of its turn. As you saw its wound starting to close up, and it just goes and stings you. And please stop fighting me here. And then it starts to recover even more after its stinger slams into Tempest. Captain, you would see this, and the Hermit would see it as well. Its stinger hits, and unlike a typical Wyvern or Pseudo-Dragon, it doesn't seem to pump poison in. It seems to draw life out of her as it regenerates more. Its wounds closing.
Lost Flowers again.
Man, is his Wi-Fi failing more than ours?
It's buggy.
Right? Tonight is just scuff after scuff after scuff. I wonder if anyone's actually watching this stuff. It says one person. Which generally would just mean me.
Womp
Womp womp.
womp. Womp
Oh, tonight was not the night for D&D, apparently.
womp.
Yeah, but that would throw the turn back over to you guys. The Hermit shouting, there's no reason to be quiet, just shouting. Tempest just got the shit knocked out of her and went from fine to unconscious, and this thing is recovering and stealing life from us. So he just shouts to make you all aware that this thing is regenerating, and it whooped the shit out of Tempest in like 3 seconds.
Get her to safety. And Wrath will whip the Staff of Lightning onto his back, and then unsheath his sword, and
Okay.
he's going to attempt to slash at this thing.
Roll to hit.
Ooh, 28. 19
That is
plus
a
9.
hit.
Oh, wait. Do I crit with a 19 with this? Hold on. Whenever you roll a no, it's only with the 20 crit. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead and roll a crit anyways.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, roll normal damage and then add the maximum die. But
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. So 14.
14?
Yep.
So, as you take this short sword, this Dragon Wrath short sword you've had purchased, reforged, and all, and you drive the attack in, deep into its skin, you feel it cracking against its scales as you cut through, and you rip it
I'm sorry.
back. Do what?
I meant to add... No, it's me. I'm sorry, I meant to add Green Flame Blade to it. Could I still?
Yes, yeah, you can still add Green Flame Blade. And as you pull it back and the Green Flame Blade is going off at the same moment, all of this excess steel from the blade just breaks away, leaving your blade a ninjato now.
Okay. That's an additional 3 points of fire damage.
Additional 3 points fire damage. Alright. That's why I was giving you the crit, was you left some chunks of steel inside of its skin.
Okay.
And you did double the dice for Green Flame Blade, right?
Oh, no, I didn't. So it'd be 6 then.
Captain, you're back again.
I keep going back and forth.
Is your Wi-Fi just taking a crap tonight?
It is. I don't know what's going on.
Alrighty then.
Whose turn is it?
Party turn. Tempest is unconscious. Wrath has yelled to get her to safety. He has swung his blade deep into the wyvern's flesh, breaking the steel apart, revealing the ninjato inside. Captain, you are the one that reforged it. You are not on the side to see that finally happened. Because we are playing a retcon where you actually forged the blade that way to fit the samurai aesthetic that Wrath was beginning to take on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason you just with all the forging you were working on, you knew you were going to have to basically crack it through, and it'd be a nice little spray of steel when it finally happened.
Well, it just happened.
So, Flowers is on the dragon still. Tempest
No.
is flat on her ass.
Captain is on his ass behind the dragon, next to Tempest, who is on her ass. But Tempest is unconscious, Captain is not, and you cannot see either of them from your vantage point currently.
I would have an idea, though, that he'd probably fall off because I don't see him on the dragon, though, right?
Oh yeah, you know he fell off. You don't know what's going on with Tempest, though.
Hmm. I think it was Flowers' turn, right?
It's Flowers, Twilight, Tempest, roll a death save, which is just a d20.
Oh.
We're playing cinematic battle. You guys are all going at the same time, so that you can do things literally in unison. Like if two of you wanted to try merging your magic together to cast a singular high-powered spell, you could do so.
I'm ramming it again, since I'm the horse.
Okay, you have to back another 15 feet for that, and then you do not have the full 20 to get back. Actually, no, Warhorse speed is 40. You do have enough speed. Just barely. So roll to hit, you have a +7. Tempest, you have one failed death save.
My dying breath.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There he goes.
Okay. Whew. Sorry, I just saw flashing red and blue lights, like, literally outside. I was like, holy shit, are they coming here?
I didn't do it.
They were
Okay.
passing.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything, and I was more worried about did my grandma call emergency services because something happened, and we didn't notice.
Hmm.
No, everything's fine. They were just passing us. Pius is going to throw a healing word, 3rd level, at you, Tempest. At the same time, the Hermit is trying to pick you up and get you to safety as Wrath has directed.
I already healed for the healing word thing.
The what?
Did I already get the points for the healing thing?
You're getting it like at the same time. I gotta double check. I always forget what die
Okay.
I roll for healing word.
D4s.
D4s, and he did it at 3rd level, so 3d4
Yep,
plus
plus
modifier. Pious, tell me, what is your modifier? It's +5. You get back 13 hit points, and you are about 15 feet away from the dragon in the hermit's arms.
Uncle Crow, I don't feel so good.
But Pius's turn is done. Captain Fire is going to get up and try to grab his rope again. To which he does. He manages to grab his rope, and he starts trying to pull on it as if trying to pull the dragon's head away, but he fails in this contest of strength with it. Then, Twilight, you need to roll the damage of 2d6 plus 4, because you successfully hit.
Seven.
11.
11.
Alrighty.
What is a crit hit on 2d6 plus 4?
It'd be 2d6 plus 4 plus 12. Because you would just pretend you had maximum damage on a roll, and then add another whatever dice it is by rolling them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Between the turns, it's got its legendary actions. It is going for a... I can grab the one I have on Discord. It is going to go for a stinger attack on Twilight, who has the AC of a horse, currently, of 11.
So, how do I not get prone?
It has to fail the strength saving throw that it makes whenever you hit it.
Yeah. There's also, I thought about it since the last turn, a creature that's like 2 size categories or more above you, you can't knock them prone. They're literally just too big. It's like
Okay.
a cat can knock you prone by tripping you, by like pulling your legs out from underneath you, but a cat will never hit you hard enough to knock you down on its own. Not like a house cat. It's just too small for you. And this dragon is 3 size classes above you. It's a gargantuan. So, this thing is 2 sedans side by side with another one stacked on top. This thing is huge. You're not just gonna like knock a car over like that. A tank. This thing is a fucking tank, literally.
How much do I take?
How much damage do you take when it successfully hits you?
Or
Let's see.
did it?
It does. It does successfully hit. The first 19 points go to the warhorse form before knocking you back to human, which means you take 7 points of... Not 7, that's the wrong one. The first 19... You take 6 points of piercing damage to your actual health. And then
Okay, so
you
I'm
must make a... You need to make a Constitution saving throw for me. DC 16. You're at 63.
You said 9 points, right?
No, 6.
Oh.
Constitution save 18. You successfully pass it. So you only take half damage for 12 necrotic. And it heals some wounds off this.
Oh shit, it can heal itself.
It's been healing. It was blatantly pointed out by the Hermit, in fact, that it is siphoning life from the people it's hitting with its stinger. And Wrath, you have a much better view of this one and actively can see the life force being pulled from Twilight.
Okay.
And then another dexterity saving throw from Tempest, Twilight, and Wrath, as well as the... Well, actually, no. Tempest, you got pulled away.
Yay.
And where's my thingy?
Okay, so how much health am I at?
Give me a second. So I gotta double check the captain's dex save.
9. I think you said 12.
He currently has a +6. 16. It's a saving throw 17. You are currently at 51 health, Twilight.
Okay.
You got an 8. Captain got a 16. Wrath, what was yours?
10.
10. All three of you fail, so you are knocked prone and take 26 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Captain, we got beat by wings. We're prone again.
Keep getting my ass beat
Captain,
by the fucking
you included just took 26 bludgeoning damage.
26. Okay,
You are at
26 or
29
25?
health currently, Captain. Tempest is at 13 because she got healed. Twilight is at 27. This thing also just healed as it rolls. Actually, no, Captain, you still technically have action. You have an action and stuff. You want to do anything while you're still here?
Okay, apparently I keep forgetting. So, get me caught up because I'm trying to.
You got thrown off of it. Last turn you weren't here, so Captain tried to grab the rope. Successfully did so. Started trying to yank it. Lost the contest of strength to try to pull this thing's head.
No. Okay.
This thing, you're pretty sure you're not going to keep it restrained the way you did the last 2 dragon enemies.
Someone keeps thinking of things I can't do. All right. Has Tempest been dragged away from the dragon?
Yes, the hermit picked her up, began to run, and then Pius threw a healing word at her.
Okay. And then we both got our asses beat right now.
Yes, you got knocked prone as it beat its wings, just kind of flew up and landed back down on the ground.
Oh. What do I want to do? Am I on the side right now?
You are on its side currently.
Is the rope still in front of me?
Yes, it is still in front of you.
Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? I am... Where to go? Stone's been using my shield and keeps getting my ass kicked. Okay, let's see. Okay. I am going to use Ray of Frost at its feet.
At its feet. All right. What type of save is that?
That is a frigid beam blue white light straight towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against a target.
Roll to hit.
Yes. Okay. Roll to hit. If you'll let me roll. Come on. Let me roll. Let me roll. Let me roll. Okay.
Come on, dice.
Okay, it's a cantrip, but it's not letting me. All right, whatever. Okay.
Come on, where's that D20? Man, all the technical difficulties tonight.
Are you kidding me? I'm just like, let me just type things, and it won't let me tap things. It won't let me use the internet, and I want to use the internet, and I'm just like, wow.
Do you need me to roll a D20 for you?
Please go ahead and roll that D20 for me. Good lord, I swear.
Yeah, you hit. What's the damage to roll?
On a hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. Spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level, 2d8, 11th level, 3d8, 17th level, 48. Okay.
Yep. So you were at 2d8, and that rolled a 3.
Yes.
Its speed is slowed by 10.
Perfect. And then Captain Flowers is going to start yelling out to get its attention.
Okay. So far, this thing has acted mostly mindless. It rolls over to its turn, though, and it gets to regenerate 1d10 health. It got 10 this turn.
Swear to God, this thing.
This is a challenge 16. A couple of rounds have gone by. In character, y'all might have started to get the feeling that this thing really might be too much to fight, and might be better to go with the original idea of collapsing the tunnel.
Well, whatever the plan is, I will distract.
For its turn, though, it is going to refocus on Wrath. Going for that bite attack.
It used a legendary action, and I used shield, so shield is still up, correct?
Correct.
So it's got to beat a 27.
It needs to roll an 18. Even with its +9. No, got a total 20. It is getting frustrated with you and going to attempt to catch you with its stinger as well.
All right.
To which you got a natural 1. Goes to bite you, tries to turn around, and its tail just trying to avoid everyone else along the way because it wants to get a good shot on you, manages to just, like, overshoot you as it brings its stinger down.
Okay.
Back over to everyone else's turn.
Leaving.
I take my sickle, and I want to take my sickle to it, and I want to go right for the tail.
All right, you want to go for getting rid of the stinger. Make an attack roll.
Hang on.
Tempest, what were you saying?
Leaving.
Leaving. Tempest just shouts, leaving, jumps out of the hermit's arms, and starts making a dash for the exit.
What? 20 plus. I think it's 6.
Your sickle has higher than a +6. It has a +9, so that would make a 19 to hit. You hit. Roll your 1d4 plus 9 damage. $10 damage. Alright. You all are aware that Tempest is making a run for the exit. Twilight has taken a slash at this thing.
How long is this from snout to tail? What'd you say?
If it stretched out its tail fully and properly, it'd be about 30 feet in length.
Okay. So getting up is 20 feet.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to turn into an alligator.
You've already used both of your wild shapes. One on the spider, one on the warhorse.
Oh, I thought I got 3.
No, it's only 2.
I thought I got 3. Oh, sound.
Captain?
Captain, what do you do?
And Ray of Frost Lane until the beginning of my turn. Would that allow me to grab the rope easier?
No, not really.
Still gonna grab it anyways.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for that. A DC of 17.
Oh, come on, I got this.
So, as a bonus action, can I use a heal?
No, you do not have any bonus action healing options, I believe.
I can have Blueberry.
The only one.
Yeah, Pius has got the heals, basically. Him and the Hermit.
Yeah, 20 with 10, so 30.
30? You do manage to get a good firm grip on this rope again. With your
And
action.
pull on it. Yep.
Alright. You do notice, since you're not getting a full action in there to try pulling it, like, you got a good grip on it, you're trying to pull, but it's just not getting its head turned towards you.
Seeing this, Wrath yells over to Flowers, "Go! I got this!"
Like hell,
And
yeah,
he's going to try to just stick his sword up in the underjaw of this thing.
Internet works. Yes.
18 to hit.
18 to hit, trying to get it up through the underjaw. That is a hit.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
And that is with Green Flame Blade, so 8 points of slashing and 6 points of fire.
How much slashing?
8.
Okay. And then how much fire?
6.
6. Alright. You got a good solid shot in there. The Hermit throws a mass cure wounds. 24 hit points to y'all. Recovered.
Yes, okay.
I only needed 8.
We all heal?
Yes, everyone's getting 24 hit points back.
Woohoo! I'm back at a 53.
Certainly a big chunk of healing, at least.
And Wrath will use his movement to just kind of rotate around towards the opposite way of the exit, trying to keep his attention with them.
Okay.
Which I think I was anyway, but just
Yeah.
trying to keep him that way.
With the
How
end
much
of
do we heal for?
Captain's 24, which would bring you up to 51.
Thank you.
Legendary action, prior to trying to draw its attention, though, it is Stinger at Captain Flowers, 25 to hit.
Silver barbs.
Silvery Barbs. Make it re-roll that attack.
I'm tired of these stinger attacks. This is what's causing all of our pain.
It really is. That, legendary resistances, the fact that it can just shrug some shit off even without its legendary resistances, it has natural regeneration. It's only a challenge 16, you guys.
Of course,
Do-
it's only a
do I
challenge
get hit?
16.
What's
We're not
that, Twilight?
supposed to beat it.
Do I get hit because I'm by the tail?
No. It rolled a 24 on that second roll, though. This captain still manages to get you.
I give myself advantage, by the way, for
Okay.
the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
So, Captain, make a con save. You take 25 piercing regardless.
Can I use shield as my reaction?
Yes, you can. What would that bring your AC to?
Plus 5.
Plus 5, so what's my AC right now? That's 18.
It'll
So
only bring it to
23.
So it
What
won't
was
help
the
you.
lower roll?
24.
Okay,
You
so
rolled a
I'm-
25 and a 24.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll take the hit.
You got a con save to make?
Con savior. That is going to be 15.
15. That is a fail. It is DC 16. So you take another 24 necrotic damage, leaving you at 4 hit points, and it recovers 24 hit points.
I'm at 4 hit points. I was at 53. Where are you getting your numbers?
From all the rounds you missed.
Apparently.
So yes, you were at 53. And then you proceeded to take 25 piercing and 24 necrotic for 49 damage.
You only said 24 necrotic.
I said 25 twice before you made that save, and I gave you the necrotic.
Whatever, fine, DM. I knew it. She's trying to kill me.
Because it stabbed you and then drained your life. All with one attack.
I will stab you and drain your life.
Its next legendary action at the end of Wrath stuff is to try to make that attack, a stinger attack, not a stinger attack, it's gonna make a wing attack, actually. It's gonna beat its wings again. It's doing that every turn, might as well. Twilight, Captain, and Wrath, you would just be within range. Dexterity saving
Failed.
throws, DC 17.
Yep, I failed.
Fuck. 12.
24.
You passed. So nothing happens to Twilight. Captain Flowers, you are knocked unconscious, though. And that is 26 bludgeoning, and you are knocked prone for Wrath.
Okay.
You're all knocked prone.
This
Yep.
is the most hurt Wrath has been since he tried to steal from a god.
Right, this is, this whole thing has been a thing. Tempest, you ran at the beginning of all of this. That pretty much puts it at the end of everybody's turn then. So Pius is popping another second level, not third. He wants to save that in case of a revivify. A second level healing word at the captain.
Yay. Make a good one, Pius.
8. You recovered 8.
Oh, shit, my head.
And the hermit is blasting another
You
7th
better
level
help.
mass cure wounds.
There you go.
Which I've already forgotten what its base is. 3d8, so 5d8. Plus 10. That is 27 hit points for everybody.
Yay! How far is Tempest away from us?
8 plus 27. so 5.
She is a solid between 30 and 50 feet, depending on the specific person you're talking about at the moment.
So does that heal even reach me?
Yes, it does. Because he's kind of standing more centered to everybody.
Shit, how much was that again?
You are at max health currently, Tempest, because you have gotten multiple heals without taking damage.
Cool.
I'm gonna yell throughout the tunnel saying, Tempest, we need you! Please come back!
No, we need to go.
Yeah, the hermit begins shouting as well, in response to that. Is like, I can only heal you so much before I run out of power!
Unfortunately, Tempest has to take a brain check. You live or die. Make your choice.
We need you! We're not done!
So
I'm not gonna do anything.
whoever the person is inside of Tempest's head clearly took control, just yelling, Tempest needs a break. You either live or die, is basically saying they're running. That does bring us to the actual bastard's turn now, though. Just so much. And its attacks are all focused on you, Wrath, because you took that shot right up its face.
Go.
With his wing attack, it had moved over towards you.
Yep. Advantage on all
20
its attacks.
Oh, it has advantage on all of its attacks?
I'm prone.
Oh,
If they're melee attacks.
shit. It is, as the... It is going to start with the stinger because it really wants you dead. The higher was a 28, the lower was a 27.
Yeah, it's.
So that's 25 piercing and a constitution save.
Ready. Boom, boom, boom. Fail, 13.
That is another 24 necrotic.
Alright.
But it recovers. Tempest, can you roll a d10 for me? Forgot to roll its regeneration before its attacks. And then its second attack will be an attempted claw.
1.
Okay, it only healed 1 off its regeneration. Good for you. Its second attack, its better one was a 22.
Meets it, beats it.
Beats it. Okay.
Yep, I can't cast shield this turn because I tried to say
Shield reaction.
I can't.
I can.
You can't
You can't
cast shield
cast
on
it on
others.
Will my shield work?
No, it won't. Its claw attack deals 31 slashing damage.
I'm out.
That is an unconscious Wrath, who has shouted, everyone get away. Tempest has shouted, everyone get away. The Hermit, just go! I'll get him!
I'm gonna cast a I don't know how to say it. The thing that, oh my gosh, restoration. I don't know how to say it. How do I say it?
Lesser Restoration will not currently help. Lesser Restoration does not recover hit points, and it cannot make an unconscious person conscious.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do Cure Wounds.
As the Hermit has already yelled that he's got Wrath, and like
Yeah,
3
I'm gonna
people have told
cure
you to just run.
I'm gonna Cure Wounds and I'm gonna book it out.
Okay, you're not going to get very far, because you have to
Your
use...
wounds is touch based.
Yeah, because you're going to have to run to him, which is going to be 20 feet. So you're actually going to be further from the exit than when you started.
Where do I fly?
Same distance.
Yeah, you fly and run at the same speed.
Okay, well, he's on his own. I'm out of here.
Okay. Dash action, bolts, get to the exit, where Tempest is currently at, having just shouted at everyone. Captain, how about you?
Yeah.
You got knocked unconscious, you're back 2, and you're on your ass currently.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost again, and then I'm gonna book it.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is going to be 20.
20, that is a successful hit. Roll the 2d8.
I do 7 damage.
Okay. Alright, and then you get 10 feet away from it since you had to use half your movement to stand up. That would just be the Hermit. Pius is not going to sling a spell. He is going to be prepared there, heading down the tunnel as well, but trying to take up the rear. The Hermit is going to do another Mass Cure Wounds. 5th level, though. And that is 30 healing. You got some good roll.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oop, it did not like the fact that I tried to heal.
So is everybody to safety?
Not Wrath.
Not yet.
Not Wrath.
It's okay, I
The
got
Hermit
this.
said to do that, and everyone else just run.
I'm kind of like, you know where the pile of rocks were in the very beginning?
They're in the very
Or in the
beginning,
tunnels.
that would be a quarter of a mile away from here. The very beginning is a quarter mile away.
No, like the beginning of the fight. You said
That is on the opposite side of the room from the exit.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Why?
Because I had a plan.
We're taking a break after this fight.
We are taking a break before the end of the fight. Yeah, Twilight, it would serve you no purpose to go any direction but the exit.
Okay.
This entire encounter was literally built as a chase mission, not a combat.
Because someone was tired of me beating her dragons.
No, because you need variety. Not everything should be combat.
Your combat.
Can I do erupting orb on the damn thing and just kind of have the whole ceiling cave on it? Yeah, and then
I mean,
okay.
that's kind of the plan about collapsing the tunnel, but everyone needs to be, on the other side first.
Great.
The Hermit has a whopping speed 30. So, yeah, basically he gets over there and gets in between Wrath and the dragon after popping that Mass Cure Wounds. The dragon does not take any legendary actions as its prey that it was focused on was down. So it goes back to everybody else. Wrath, you are up. You have a Hermit in between you and the dragon. And everyone else, you are at the tunnel and you are already beginning to run away.
I forgot I was muted, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wrath gets up, activates Blade Song once again for the extra movement speed, and taps the Hermit on the shoulder as he starts to dash away.
All right. Curious, Wrath. Do you have any spells like Misty Step?
Nope.
I was like, hold on. If you Misty Stepped and then got the 10-foot movement from your Storm Sorcerer ability, I was like, hold on. Did you get more movement out of this?
Well, honestly, I'm kind of hoping to draw an opportunity attack, because then I'd be able to cast, like, Shield and get the extra 10 foot.
That's fair, and you can get out of its movement, and seeing as it is focused on you still, it is making an opportunity attack at you with its claws for a 26.
Yep,
Perfect
shield will take care of that. He is there. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Oh, good. So, most everyone's kind of near the edge of the tunnel there, where we left off, as Wrath is beginning to power to the tunnel again. The tunnel is only 10 feet across, the one you came in and the one you were exiting through. The dragon is a 20 by 20 here. The tunnel is only 10 by 10, essentially. Are you all waiting for Wrath to actually catch up, or are you just going to start sprinting?
I'm waiting for Wrath and making sure that the Hermit gets out okay. Everybody gets out okay.
So Twilight's going to hang back waiting for Wrath. How about Flowers?
Flowers is going to smack his butt of the dragon and get out of there.
You already did that. You ran off back to the tunnel entrance. At the tunnel entrance, are you waiting for Wrath, or are you just going to start the bolting, the running?
Yeah, no. John Flowers is waiting, and then he's just going to smack his butt and then call the dragon a worm of a dog.
Okay. And Wrath, you're just going to bolt at the tunnel then, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Fast as I can.
The dragon is making one last wing attack, only affecting the Hermit, who literally can't fail, so whatever. But it's using it to get to move half its speed, so it... Just like when it moved towards you, even though it was only moving like 20 feet before, it's moving about like 40, 50 feet this time. It does it unbelievably fast as it just beats its wings. And you know from this type of motion, it shouldn't be able to get like its full normal speed, but it gets right up to the edge of the tunnel, right in everybody's faces. And it is making an attempted attack with its turn now, at the Pious, who was standing as an attempted metal door. Which it will hit, and Pious will take damage finally.
Silvery barbs.
All right, silvery barbs.
That's at
Silvery
second
barb.
level because I'm out of first.
Okay. It rolled higher, so it still hits.
Okay. I give Pious advantage on the next attacker saving throw.
All right. Pious down to the 44. And it was trying to make that with a claw attack. And it goes to swipe with its other claw as well. Still rolled really high. Pious got fucked the fuck up. But he is still standing is the important part.
Let's go.
All
Hey,
right.
Tin Man, get out of here.
Thus, the chase begins. Everyone is trying to bolt full speed. So go ahead and give me some athletics rolls. DC
Can I
15 for
actually
just a
cast-
good, clean, full movement.
23.
What was that, Twilight?
Can I cast Earth Tremors?
It is
And knock us all
currently...
to the ground?
Yeah, Earth
No,
Tremors right now is going to collapse the tunnel on top of all of you. You
Okay,
are
we don't wanna
currently
do that.
face to face with this dragon. Like, there is
Okay.
inches between Pious and it.
29.
29, 25. Hey, 2 nat 20s. What was that, Captain Flowers? You got a good roll too, right?
23.
23. And Wrath on the athletics?
Wrath is struggling. He got a 12.
Got a 12. All right. So for that, because it's not an individual turn-by-turn type of dashing, Pious needs to roll an athletics as well. Need to get off of Captain Flowers' character sheet, though, for that.
Get out of my character sheet here.
Oh my goodness. If I can freaking add both L's tonight, that would be great. Pious got a natural 12 plus 5 for 17. All right. Wrath, you are only managing to pull over a minute of dashing. You are going to successfully get 60 times 10, 600, so 500 feet.
Okay.
Everyone else, you're getting your nice, good, full movements in there.
You're
Of
my natural.
Yes, you are naturally fast. Tempest, you will leave them in the dust if you choose to, or are you going to hold yourself back enough to stay with everyone?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, and Captain Flyers, you only get the 500 just because your speed is lower.
My,
Even-
Yes, I know, I have stubby legs, me. B.
my movement speed is increased by 10 while I have Blade Song active. Does
Nope.
that
How much does it go up? By 10?
by 10, so it's 40.
So 40. Okay. With that, then, you actually keep up with everyone. Captain Flowers, you're currently the one that's kind of in the back after this first minute. And even though it didn't look like this dragon could get through as you first are trying to bolt down, you notice it does exactly what slimes do and kind of crams itself in, and now it's this like gelatinous mass with a sharp, pointy face chasing you down through this tunnel.
No, that's not
As
good.
its very last ability in mutation is amorphous form.
Are you serious? You gave it amorphous form?
Yep. Which can only basically let it go down to like 2 size classes lower, which is 10 feet. It literally is squeezing through this tunnel. It is as small as this fucker gets. So, athletic checks again.
Give me
As
some-
this will start to get tighter. Unless,
Natural 20!
Natural 20!
26 again.
Yeah, unless you guys
26.
are trying to stop in the middle of running to do something. I'm just assuming you're taking full run.
Yeah, I don't want to be in any portion of the tunnel when we collapse it, because you said there's no braces and stuff, right?
Correct. All right. Captain, what was yours?
26.
26. Everyone does super well again. We are breaking down to a 30-second interval this time instead of a minute.
My
So,
Blade Song is not active for this one. I'm with the rest of the group.
all right. After that first minute.
Yep.
All right. Captain Flowers is at 750 feet with that full movement. Everyone else would get up to 900. You would actually be putting him behind all of you unless you slow it down just a little bit.
I'm gonna slow mine down.
Hey, you keep running up here right there.
Yeah, I'm not slowing down. I'm going to be prepared whenever he finally gets through to collapse this thing.
No, I want to make sure he gets out. I'm gonna slow down.
Okay.
I'm sticking ahead with Wrath.
You're going to stay up there at the front.
We don't leave people in our group behind. I've learned the lesson.
All
Ooh,
right.
with that
You get that
mentality.
good full. You get that good full distance. The Dragon, once again, does not manage to actually catch up with anybody, any amount here. So it is still a solid, like, 40, 50 feet behind you guys. And athletics checks again, unless anyone wants to do something to try helping the situation. You all notice about this time, the hermit did not get in front of it before the dragon got into the tunnel, though.
Oh shit. The hermit's behind it.
Is the dragon see-through enough to be able to see a form behind him?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It's a big, thick mass of purple.
Okay. Wrath is gonna try and get to the exit to get ready to collapse it.
Right.
I don't have anything that's gonna slow this guy down. Actually, no, that's not true. You said it's 40 or 50 feet behind us?
Roughly.
I will activate another Blade Song,
Okay.
move to behind Captain,
Alright.
and... Well, no, because I ran way ahead.
Yeah,
I?
you were
Never mind.
ahead.
I can't do that. Yeah.
Well, essentially, you're losing the same amount of movement by just waiting until Flowers gets past you and this thing catches up.
Okay, well, I'll do that then. And as soon as it gets... this isn't going to work. Within a 15-foot distance of me, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Alright.
Don't leave us seconds.
Second level.
Tempest.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Mhm.
Tempest. Twilight. Well, Flowers. Three of you still need to roll athletics.
Yeah, Pius.
Yeah, Pius.
Yeah, Pius. No, Pius already rolled. That was that natural 2 there.
Holy shit. I'm still
I'm glad
getting,
I'm in the front.
29, 26. Is this normal?
To get a bunch of high numbers back to back to back to back?
No.
Yes, it is. That's part of why Wrath got the shit knocked out of him. And why I started going bad is because this thing stopped rolling below 16 for a bit. It fails that save.
Oh, thank God. 13 points of thunder damage, and I use my 10 foot of fly speed to move away from it, and I continue running if I can.
You do notice it more or less shrug it off. Legendary resistance.
Ah, shit, so it doesn't get knocked back. Okay,
Nope.
that's
It doesn't get
3,
knocked
though.
back, but it does kind of make it kind of halt for just like a second. As it falls back
Okay.
just a little bit more behind the group than it was before.
That's its third one.
Yep.
Okay.
Tempest got an 8.
I'm glad I'm in the front of the group. I tripped.
Right. Captain, what'd you get?
27.
27. All right. You get that good full movement. Twilight.
Fellow.
Twilight did well too. Twilight. You and Captain are going to be at the front of the group now.
Really?
Yes, as everyone else kind of flubbed and flopped and for a bit kind of slowed down to less of a run and more of a jog.
Losers! As I'm flipping everybody off as I'm passing them.
Nope, never mind. A little bit off on the math. You are
Shit.
right there with them though, so you're not behind anyone.
I like the first. Man, ruined it. You ruined the mojo.
And that was the benefit of having been ahead though, Wrath, is you managed to at least not fall behind them in the process of doing this. You're not quite there. You know you're getting close. You know you're getting close to the exit of this thing. And the Torment Wyvern is about 60 feet behind you all now. So athletics checks once again.
I can move into the ooze,
Oh, okay.
right?
I saw that.
Is that like a
You
wild
get-
shape? Is the
No,
ooze?
no. You literally just squeeze into little tiny itty bitty small spaces. That's the only thing you can do with that.
Oh.
Imagine a smaller hole than what this tunnel is, and you're smaller than this dragon. You're just doing what the dragon is and squeezing itself into something it normally can't fit into.
Okay. The first one I messed up on. I messed up on the roll.
I got a 12.
Got a 12, Tempest got an 11, Captain got...
27.
Captain did well again, which is good, because he's the
Oh.
slow one.
I didn't use my lucky feet. I accidentally messed up on the roll. I guess
Well,
bad.
the thing about that is the only thing you mess up on is your modifier. You don't have to re-roll if you put the modifier in wrong.
Oh.
You just go, oh, I have another 3 on. So the first roll's still the one that stands and puts you at a 12. Wrath, what'd you get?
12 also.
12 also.
Yeah.
Tempest, if you so choose, you can either kind of keep pace with everyone else, like you clearly are stumbling a little bit, but you can still get further ahead of everyone. You could hit the edge of the tunnel.
Do it.
It is in sight.
No.
Tempest doesn't get a choice.
Tempest doesn't get a choice. That's fair.
She's been conked out for this though, a moment. So yeah, she out. It's nothing personal.
All right. That puts Tempest right at the edge. Captain Flowers, you're about 50 feet away from it. You can see it. It is in sight. Pius is about 100. And everyone else is Twilight and Wrath, you're about 150 away. This is the moment of glory as this thing has caught up to about 15, 20 feet away from you. If you do not get a good solid run in here, you may have to try to beat it back a little bit.
I'm going to try to do that regardless.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 for Captain. I mean, Captain, you're good. You didn't even need athletics. You could actually legitimately just, normal jog this one.
Normal jog. Captain Flowers with his little tiny legs, he's not going to take a chance. He knows he's an older guy. He knows if he trips, that's it. He's going to get swallowed. Even if he's been told by a certain goddess that, it doesn't have a swallow ability. He doesn't believe her. So.
Its head isn't that big.
I don't care. I'm a small dwarf.
I am going to cast Thunderwave on this thing again.
Okay.
So, Constitution saving throw, please.
That is not a plus 38.
Whoa.
Jesus.
It only has a plus 8, so it got a 21.
It does pass. So 6 points of thunder damage. It is not knocked back. And then I'll use my 10 foot of fly speed and continue on.
So you notice as the thunder wave goes off, and it kind of just at first doesn't really seem to be affected as your ability kind of launches you that 10 feet. You see the silvery barbs running over its body from behind.
I check myself. Did I do that?
I do that.
Causing it to fail and kind of get pushed backwards.
Alright, so 12 points of damage then. And it is knocked back.
And Twilight, need another athletics check from you. And Wrath, go ahead and give me an athletics still.
Jesus.
See how well you push this last bit.
Oh, nice. 24.
24.
Finally.
All right. So the way this goes down. Tempest, just poof, you're already out there. Pius manages, he's running, he was slightly on the upper side prior to this last one. He starts to stumble a little bit as he's getting up there, but he's still ahead and good. Captain Flowers, you and your stubby legs pass through the entrance at about the same time as Pius. Twilight, you start stumbling and tripping, and Wrath bolts up and actually grabs your shoulder to finish pulling you through. As now is the time to cast Earth Tremor, and everything anyone has to collapse this tunnel.
Yeah, I will cast Shatter at 3rd level.
Shatter at 3rd.
Cast Earth Tremor at... Wait, let's see. Because I have 2 of them.
You can either make an earthquake or you can make an erupting geyser of rock. Those are the 2 options you have.
Right. What's more stronger?
I'm aiming for the ceiling,
Yeah.
so if you want to erupt Earth upwards, that way we cover both sides, maybe.
Yeah, they're basically equal strength. It's just a matter of how it overall pans out.
I am going to use Tasha's Caustic Brew straight ahead.
You're going to try to shoot it through the gap. Okay.
Yep.
Take a disadvantage on that to hit.
I guess I'll go with is it Mold Earth then?
No, it's not Molder. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's literally Rock Geyser or some shit. Erupting Earth. Erupting Earth is the spell that creates the
Yeah.
geyser.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
I'll take it at a 3rd.
We aren't going to worry about saves or anything. Roll the damage though.
Okay, so it has to make a dexterity save of 14, just.
Dex save. A 14. It really can't, considering it has nowhere to move to. It's taking up literally the entire space. I actually, the reason I was having you roll on the to hit was to see if you avoided all the rock piles. So, if it's a save, you're good.
It is a save. It's good. I used 14 damage.
I need a con save.
No, just roll damage. Literally, like I
Okay.
said, we're not worrying about saves. Just roll damage.
18 points thunder.
18 points thunder.
I'm just gonna pick this rock up and throw it.
And then
Do it.
Erupting Earth is already a 3rd level, so 3d12 is Twilight's damage. To
So
roll.
would it be 1d6?
3d12.
I will even pop my last 2 sorcery points and cast it again at 3rd level.
Alright, roll the damage again.
That is how desperate Wrath is. 19 on that one. So 37 in total.
It's a concentration of up to a minute.
37 plus 17 brings us to 48 damage to the walls. As the Erupting Earth starts launching rock up, the shatter hits. And while it's still just barely starting to reverberate, the second one goes off, rock starts falling from the top, and then through the center of it launches this nasty crap that Captain Flowers just shot out of its mouth. Just barely missing all the rocks as it collapses in towards the center and finishes coming down. You hit it so hard and fast that the dragon hadn't even had time to get into that section of it before it collapsed, thoroughly blocking it. As you can tell, at least 15 feet of this tunnel just collapsed in. Blocking
Damn.
the dragon, but also locking the hermit in there.
Oh shit. The hermit!
Yeah, he's in there.
Can I try to fly down and see if I can try to rescue him out of there?
And no, because it's a flat tunnel. There's no flying down, and you've completely collapsed in 15 feet of it.
He's immortal, right? I mean, that's hell to be in there with that thing, but there's nothing we can do. Either he's going to get out or we're going to come back and get him, but there's no way we can take that thing on right now.
I mean, you're right. He did not have a body for a while, and it was kind of fun just flinging him around. So maybe that will happen again. Maybe we can just find its head, and we can still do the same thing as we once did before. I had fun. That was a blast. High hopes.
Wrath kind of goes over to the wall and just rests a hand on it. He made a choice.
Hey.
We kind of left him behind. That was the choice.
It was either that or we were all going to die.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think he's gonna be okay.
He will.
Thank you.
Hey.
We have a choice to make.
What's that?
Once we've found our confidence again, we come back and we get him out of there.
I'm confident. Captain Flowers, are you confident?
I'm always confident.
There we go. We got too confident. Come on, guys. We got this.
Wrath just starts walking away.
I'm joining you.
The pseudo-dragon does crawl back up onto your shoulder as you begin to walk away.
Huh, I'm glad you made it out.
And the cat is mewing at your feet, Twilight. You scared the crap out of it with all the noise. It is looking for comfort right now from its mama.
I'm just holding it, comforting it. It's okay, Dee Dee. It's okay.
So you all just start making your way down the tunnel?
Wrath stops. Twilight, can you help me with something?
Oh, you want my help? Okay.
Yeah, actually,
I
come back
don't-
with me.
Okay. Are you gonna tattoos my face?
No.
Damn.
I have an idea to mark this spot so that we know where to come back to. You can kind of manipulate stone, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Can you make a gap in the stone here? And I want to put the immovable rod in it, click it, where it's just sticking out, where the mechanism to click it is not sticking out, and for you to fill that back in with stone.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely do that.
Okay. Then we'll do that at the entrance to the now collapsed tunnel.
Okay. So as you're sliding it in and you click it, you hear behind you, oh, God. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered I can teleport.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you're still
God.
here! Oh,
Holy
good.
shit,
Is everyone all right?
I just give him a really big bear hug and say, "Oh my god!" And I'm just like, wrapping him up in my arms like it's a baby. We found him! We found him!
I think he found us.
Fucking teleport.
We're all good. We're glad you made it out.
Me too. And Twilight.
Yes.
Back at the Wizard's Tower when you were harassing me and everything, I'm actually very thankful. Because that's the only reason I knew I could teleport.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you saved my ass, Twilight.
Well, I'm glad that you can do something constructive this time. Good fight.
Aye.
Rather than not do anything at all. So there's that.
Do you mind if we just take a little break?
Of course. That was quite a brave choice you made. We're all thankful for it.
Aye.
Well, I always wanted to be a hero.
I think you've more than succeeded. Come on. Let's set up.
Wait. What about the thing?
I look back at the collapsed tunnel. Did I see anything?
The immovable rod, you just clicked the button. You had locked it in place just right before.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go over and collect it again.
I'm gonna have to mold earth again then? Or
I mean, it's a small indentation if you want to.
Yeah.
I thought we were leaving here for our monument. Okay.
Yeah. More or less, you could have done it without mold earth too, because you could have just like pulled stones out, put them back in. So it's easy enough to fill it back in if you want.
I was just trying to make it to where somebody didn't come across and just unclick the rod and move on.
Right. Okay.
Do we see the dragon down there? If we
No.
look down, can we
The
see
entire tunnel is collapsed in. There's just a wall of rock now. But unlike the cavern tunnels, it's just like one solid sheet of rock. It's a bunch of piled ones. From floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
Really hit the fresh air.
The type of cave-in that would spell doom for a Dwarven community.
I roar down it. You know, like how we heard the roaring.
And trying to roar.
Roar!
Yeah, so you all take like an hour, short rest, if you want to spend some hit dice or something.
Yeah.
What about the loot that we found?
Yes, you have time to sort out all of that as well. To kind of
What do we
pull out all of it. So you would have noticed at least that when you did that, you ended up collecting about a half the pile between the two of you.
So you grab more. I was like, kind of, not slug him, but like more like a
Love tap on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I have to do math.
It did not count my short rest die. 1, 2, 3, 4, D6.
Let me get to the rewards. I will say them, and I will type them, and then when I'm done typing through all of them, I will hit send.
Okay.
Yay.
Also, I want to clean. I want to clean up. I'm going to use my
Clean up the dust and all
cleaning
that.
mechanism. Huh?
Clean up the dust and all that off everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got a bit
I thought-
dirty.
I'll start with myself, then I'll go captain, and then I'll go Rap, and then Tempest, and then the little hermit.
Alright.
And then my cat.
Alright, so there's 209,753 copper. 7,008 silver.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Say the first number and the second again? Sorry.
209,753 copper.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually sat down to do math, and like a 5-foot radius circle bottom, since it's stacked like a cone, based on the volume of a 50-cent piece, which is basically the size of these coins, and then the size of that pile had over 400,000 coins in it. I've realized that fantasy loot piles, where it's like, oh, you're collecting 100,000 coins total, but they describe it as taking up the whole room, that is not even close to realistic. Like, you would have billions of coins for a normal hoard. 7,008 silver.
Okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. Did I miss a number in there? Oh, that's what I did. 70. It's a 770,080 silver.
Okay.
I
Wait,
moved
what?
a decimal point on accident.
It's 70. Okay, so
Like I
I
said,
got it.
I'm gonna send them in the chat too. What made me realize it is it's 16,568 gold.
Thanks.
$1,103 platinum.
Ooh.
Very nice.
2. Now we're on the small numbers. 2 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces. That material component for Revivify.
All right.
2 rubies worth 150 gold pieces. 3 chunks of tetracite. 3 1-pound chunks, so 600 gold pieces total.
All right.
Let me rephrase this, so hopefully it's easier to understand as well as I'm typing it. 3 1-pound chunks of tetracite worth 200 gold each.
Oh,
I'm sure you'd want that for your tattooing.
I mean, we have a bunch of this stuff. We can use it for whatever we want.
Will you tattoo my face?
You really want me to?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. I want to be filled with all ink.
You guys, you guys pulled 51%, by the way. Just over half,
Oh my gosh.
which was the minimum line to get this one item. A single bottle of Tetra oil worth 1,000 gold pieces. It's 1 liter
wow.
of Tetra oil.
Who pulled that near
Raft.
near Raft?
Rafted. It is the oil needed for enchanting. And then you got 6 2-pound chunks of Damascus.
What's that?
A type of metal, basically.
I like metal.
It's used to make more durable swords, essentially. Weapons.
That goes to fire.
If you've ever seen a blade with that really wavy pattern in it, that's Damascus.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yep. And
I'll
that
go for
is
fire.
what you pulled out of this, in addition to a torment chunk. Not a fragment, a chunk. Just like the other one you picked up.
Ooh,
Where were you keeping that other
means-
chunk?
Yeah, they're both in there.
Roll
Shit.
a D100 for me. There is a
no.
20% chance. That's it. Just a 20% chance they make
Oh my
contact.
god, that was so close. It was a 27.
27. All right. Luckily, basically, as you're pulling all of this out, you notice that the bottle of tetracite had managed to get in the middle, preventing them from making contact.
Ooh. I will wrap my hand and quickly reach in and pull one out.
Yeah.
And put it in my backpack right
And as you're taking a better look at these finally, you notice that a torment chunk, it seems to be about 5 times the size of a torment fragment.
Ooh, how heavy is this?
It is approximately, you would estimate, based on like a chunk of steel or even crystal, it looks like it should be about 1 pound in weight, but as you're holding it, it feels maybe a couple of ounces. It feels like you're holding a couple of coins worth of weight, and that's it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll stick that in my backpack wrapped up. Oh, that was close. Did not think about that at all.
And of course, while you're looking at that too, you're kind of looking at how everything's spread out there in your extra dimensional space. It looks kind of bigger than it should be compared to a normal bag of holding. Your guess is that the torment chunk is amplifying the magic that creates that space, causing it to become even bigger.
Ooh. Can I
makes
try that
sense.
in my alchemy jug?
What do you want to put in the alchemy jug?
A torment fragment to see if I can make it bigger.
The hole on the jug is not large enough. It's like a pour spout on a water bottle. And the crystal's a good solid like inch versus that half inch. So it's
Wait, we
just
have rubies.
definitely too big.
Let's
Wait.
try the torment fragment on one of the rubies. See what happens.
On one of the what?
On one of the rubies that we have.
I mean, one of the suggestions Nick had given about testing was just seeing how it interacts with various non-magical items.
Yeah, and the ruby would be a non-magical item.
Pius seconds that is a good idea.
Sure.
Mainly reminiscing
Yeah,
on Nick,
right.
who has been gone for not too long.
Wrath will pull the torment chunk out and hold it up.
So as the two make contact, you start to feel like some type of energy coming off of the ruby. Ow. But nothing actually seems to happen. Beyond just this kind of feeling of an aura that suddenly sprouted up on the ruby.
We have another diamond though, right? We have what, a ruby, a diamond, and a sapphire?
We have 2 diamonds worth 300 gold each, and 2 rubies worth 150 gold each.
Let's
And those
try
probably
all of
aren't
these.
worth playing with, just because if something goes wrong, you lose a revivify.
Mm-hmm.
The
But what
diamonds
about
are literally
one?
your bring back the dead option.
These
Even
are
if we try
pretty
with one?
valuable.
For the moment, Pius suggests leaving the diamonds alone, but he suggests, since like you could feel the aura coming off the ruby, see what happens when you touch it to the tetrasite.
There you go.
Okay. I'll pull out one of the chunks of tetrasite and touch it to it.
While touching it with the ruby, right?
Oh, I thought we were doing one at a time.
And Twilight just puts the ruby in there to see what happens.
Okay.
So the ruby doesn't have any additional effects here. But as you press it up to the tetrasite, which is already like, kind of has like a bioluminescent glow to it to start, the glow does seem to get brighter. And you can actually see like the dust particles in the air start to get pulled towards it, causing its mass to begin to expand slowly. But you then start to kind of feel a burning sensation in your hand as you're holding these.
I can actually hold it because I have gloves that allow me to hold hot things and I don't get burned.
You're still feeling a burning sensation. What are you doing, Wrath?
I was passing it over to her since she had gloves.
Yeah, it prevents burning, not a burning sensation. Like chlamydia. It's a burning sensation, but you're not actually burning. I don't know why that was my first thought, you guys. I swear, I have never had chlamydia before. I've only had gonorrhea. I don't know why I admitted that. I'm getting tired, you guys.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, it's just like a burning sensation that was in your hand, and like Wrath's trying to push it towards you, and like you decide not to, so you guys kind of end up dropping it, and it kind of spreads apart. And Wrath, do you normally wear gloves? No, that's why you were using the wrap. You look down, and they're actually the like top 2 layers of your skin seem to just be missing. And Twilight, as you're looking at your palm, you notice that it is burned through the glove. That it seems to have taken material from the glove. And your hand was starting to do the same. It was just pulling any material close to it in there to make the tetrasite bigger.
I take a little piece of my shirt or my pants. I kind of use my I know it's the word. It's the what's it called? The sickle. Yeah, I use my sickle to take a little piece of my clothing off, and I put it towards both things.
So when they dropped, they kind of clattered away from each other. They're not in contact, and the tetrasite has stopped growing, stopped pulling in material. Captain Flowers, you'd probably find this interesting because no one actually knows how tetrasite forms. But if the torment fragment is only amplifying and not creating a new effect, that would mean that tetrasite literally converts other matter, and that's how it forms.
Interesting.
I wonder how it would work if we put the tetrasite, the torment, and then the killing the hope fragment together.
We don't have the hope fragment anymore.
I know that. We can go to the dragon and get it.
Probably not.
That's about a 4-hour trip backwards in the tunnels just to get there to the entrance of those tunnels.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Wonder what about gold? Let's try a little piece of gold and copper next to it and see what happens.
So you guys just try a few more non-magical things, and other than causing it to have some type of buzzing energy, all of a sudden, nothing actually happens. It seems to just amplify the natural energy running through it, but otherwise, no real effect.
Hmm.
Under a tree watching this, glaring at everybody
Sitting under
with
a
purple
tree?
eyes.
Under a tree? In the tunnel?
Are we outside? We're in a
No,
tunnel. That's
no,
right.
you're
Okay.
back. You made it back to the main tunnel. That's where you're
Oh,
at.
okay. Well, I'm sitting against the wall and I'm just glaring at everyone, purple eyes, just like, what the fuck?
I want to fuck with her. I want to move. I want to like kind of move the wall a little bit, but not much. But
So you can't move like the solid stone with mortar. But that does kind of, as you all do notice this a little bit, just kind of, you're watching for reactions around as well. You do notice that like Tempest's eyes that are normally silver and have turned yellow, like when she wolfs out, they're now purple, not glowing, but just the color purple.
She's just purple.
Are you edging?
I'm all good over here. Just kind of waiting for a heading, you know?
Yeah, we should get going. And I'll go and I'll pick up. This will be curious. I'll pick up the torment chunk, and Wrath kind of looks at it for a second, and you see him pull one of his pipes out, the pipe of remembrance, and he'll hold the torment chunk over it to like use it like a lighter, and start puffing away on it.
Okay.
I want to hit.
So you get that first puff, and that first smoke monster should be coming out. Normally, it's little things.
No. This is the pipe of remembrance.
Oh, the pipe of remembrance. Oh, this is a whole nother ballpark here. I was
Inspiration plot point.
I had started thinking about this and then got busy and then forgot to finish thinking this one through. So I literally only have my base concept of how this happens.
We can come back to it next session if you want.
I'm gonna need to, because just at its core, you will still see a scene play out, but it's not going to be a heroic moment of your past.
That's what I was curious about.
So, yeah, that one's going to happen a little different, and I need to actually write the scene you see. So we will come back to that next week, because we're pretty much wrapping up here right now. So,
how does Tempest's eyes react to the ruby?
Her eyes don't seem to be reacting to anything. Her eyes are normally silver. When she turns werewolf, her irises are now yellow. Kind of like someone who has like hazel eyes, and then just all of a sudden they look really brown, and then other times they'll look really green. The color just changed on the iris from silver to purple this time. So yeah, we will definitely come back next time for the Pipe of Remembrance. That's the last thing that happens for this rest.
Okay.
Anything else anyone wanted to say here and do as you're finishing up the rest?
Look for treasure.
You're in a singular long tunnel.
I'm just gonna be smoking.
All right. Yeah. If we're not going to do anything else really that warrants extensive looking into, we will go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Then, thank you for joining us, everyone.
Aww.
I love you.